What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. Stephen Clark here with Dylan Engler. Going back to something that we haven't done in a while, but just kind of reacting to, a big marquee matchup game. Number 13 BYU versus number 14 Kansas. Dylan, what do you think of the game in general?
I think it was really telling, AJ Dybansta, Darryn Peterson. I think the whole world was watching yesterday. I think for the first time that gap for me personally has been closed. I think Darryn Peterson is now there. I don't think there's any questions about his offensive game. It's just a matter of fact, can he stay healthy? That is to be determined for the rest of the season. But great game. BYU has this thing, man. They kind of blown out first quarter or first half, and then kind of make it close in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the second half. But fun game. Kansas is legit.
Sorry, man. Gotta get the food and the calories, man.
Yeah, Lucky Charms. Got you. You're good.
Let's get right into it. I think the story in the beginning was Kansas getting out to such a big lead. But, man, Richie Saunders had a great game.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting. If you see Kevin Young's game plan, I guess, or Bill Self's game plan, he kind of flooded the lane. Anytime AJ caught the ball, they just flooded the lane and just made it really hard on AJ. So I think that's what made Richie be able to go off a little bit.
Man, I think what was crazy too, I think there was one play where he gets a steal on AJ, he's coming down and the ball screen's coming. He's like waving this one right here. Gets a steal, comes down, ball screen. He's like, "No, get out of here!" And it kind of was a throwback to their high school days when he took him when he dropped 60 on him on AJ in high school.
50 something, 50 something, yeah. AJ had 40 something though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob Wright and Richie Saunders had a good game for sure. I think what the difference was Kansas's role players. Like Bryson Tiller had 20 plus. He led them in scoring. Finished today. Trey White had a great game shooting the ball. Melvin Council did well. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think what's the date? The date is February 1st, 2026. I guarantee you, a year from now, we're going to be talking about Bryson Tiller on draft boards. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I don't know why he isn't already.
No, he just doesn't. He hasn't really scored to the capabilities that he's able to.
Yeah, first points 7 minutes ago in the first half. Man, I can't wait to show this one action. Been seeing it a lot out of BYU recently, that Peja action.
Yep,
I know you probably definitely seen it.
The handoff shooter.
Yeah.
This is a blowout, man. Jeez.
Man, it's a blowout, but I mean, it's the same thing as the Arizona game. Like, their ability to keep fighting and, they just don't give up.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy.
That was crazy. Sorry.
You see Tyron Stokes is in the crowd?
Yeah. Did you see the clip of Bill Self, ignoring him?
Oh, he has to.
Why?
Because of NCAA regulations, you can't touch him or talk to him during that stuff.
He can't dap him up.
I didn't know.
I had no clue about that, but yeah, I had to go back and see this play. This was man over Kada too, man.
And one. And he gets to that mid-range so easy.
I think the main difference watching this game, seeing the two top two players probably gonna get drafted, bro, just the difference in polished, that is the main difference. Darryn Peterson is a polished scorer, plug and play now.
Yep.
There's still so much. Wow, oh my goodness. What in the world? I think the one thing about Tom Crean said today on the halftime show was just talking about AJ Dybansta and said there's just so much meat on the bone with him and to keep growing and stuff like that. There's just so much more room for him to grow.
And I don't know if this means anything, but bro, just look at their faces. AJ looks like he's 15 years old. Darryn Peterson looks like he's 24. Like it's just like yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah. Golly, man.
Hey!
Jeez.
Hey!
Yeah,
A
he
white boy?
had
Do
a
nothing.
30 ball tonight.
It's tough. Man. Ew,
Man,
hate that shot.
what do you think the problem is with BYU? Like, you just think like defensively, like they're just like there's some holes in their defense, or like what are these back to back games now? Like they're just kind of getting blown out in the first half.
Yeah, man, it's kind of like Kentucky, man. They just I don't. Is it a slow start? Is it like they just can't compete in the first half? I don't know, man. Maybe they need one of their assistant coaches to get them woke up or something, or they're just cannot start the game well. I don't know.
And on top of that, just like I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's just the defensive end. Like there's just like when we talk about AJ and just like more room to grow. I think it's defensively too. Like we talk about his offensive game, like what needs to improve there, but like
Yeah.
defensively, man, like he does not live up to the expectations of a 6'9" long forward, super athletic. Like he doesn't do it. His numbers aren't there when it comes to the defensive end.
Uh, yeah, I got a question for you. Do you think there's like a lack of this is such a dumb question, but it kind of rings true, I think. Do you think there's a lack of like peer-to-peer accountability? Like I feel like it's a lot of talent on this squad, but there's like ever anybody that's like, dude, wake up, let's go. Like I feel like Rob Wright's not really doing it. Richie Saunders maybe, but like I don't know, man.
I feel like AJ and I thought this before he went to college. I thought like, but it's a little give and take because it's like you want a guy who's confident in themselves. Like you want a guy who's like, yeah, like I'm tough, like I'm him. But then again, it's just like, what if you're just so cocky that you just like think it's like it's all about me and like it's never my fault. And I feel like I get a little bit of that with AJ. Is just like he kind of thinks like he's above the team. Maybe I don't know if that's a hot
Yeah,
take at all,
yeah.
but like
It could be, could see it.
And that short corner jumper is not an easy shot, Richie. But what a fantastic shooting touch Bryson Tiller has. He is going to be a great player.
golly.
Ugh.
Man, again, another guy that like kind of, why are we even talking about him anymore? But golly, Cole Rosario, man, Cole Rosario has not been getting any minutes recently.
That's your guy.
He
That
was
is
my
your
guy. He was
boy.
great for them earlier in the season, but
Yeah.
great role player. But now he's not playing at all.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Richie Saunders keeping them in the game.
Steve, I got another question for you.
Hmm.
Hypothetical question here. Let's say you're the coach of some mid-major, head coach, Division I mid-major. Actually, a high major. Let's go high major. And it's a conference game. Your job's on the line. You have to go into Allen Fieldhouse and beat Kansas on the road. Either one, keep your job. Either one, you have to beat Kansas on the road in Allen Fieldhouse to keep your job. Or two, you have to eat a bowl of rusty nails. What are you picking?
Bro, what? What are you
What are you
even
picking?
saying right now?
Nobody is ever beating Bill Self at Allen Fieldhouse, man. This is like the torture chamber. I would absolutely hate to coach in Allen Fieldhouse, bro.
It definitely is. It is not what it used to be. I'll say that.
Well, yeah, and they're not winning 12 big straight national or Big 12 championships in a row, but
Yeah, it's definitely not what it used to be.
yeah.
Another one. 27. He's going to play in the NBA. This program, the history of this building is something to behold. Richie
Man,
Again.
his ability just to like kind of like, you would think like right here, you would think I'm not rising up. I'm gonna get blocked. If me thinking myself, like if I'm coming off this screen here, I'm thinking like I can't get my shot off. The fact that he can kind of wait, I mean, look how close. Like he should block that, but like he waits until the absolute peak of his jump to shoot it. Like it's not like on the way up. It's all the way up. Shoot it, come down.
Richie Saunders is something to behold right now. Jay, he's got 30. A BYU team that's really good. A top 15 team, 17-3 on the season. Just 1-3 against ranked opponents. So win back in the non-conference against Wisconsin. Right, knocks it
Slowly coming back. Can't count them out.
There's that Peja action I was talking about.
Right there. Yep.
Simple horns, and then I saw it on Twitter or something. You know, they were saying like, oh, like this is what BYU runs. Like this is how they get so many open shots for Saunders, and they got AJ as the other, you know, horn set there. But last time they had, I don't know who his name, but number 7, not as much of a shooting threat. They got Flory Badunga on him. They put him here, and the video was like, oh, this is how you solve it by just putting the guy guarding Dybansta underneath the rim here. And I was like, well, you know, they don't normally run it with him. They normally run it with a guy who's a capable three-point shooter.
Right.
But also a lob threat like Dybansta. That's what makes it so hard to guard is like you can't just sit off of it. Like you got to guard AJ right here, but they're setting a back screen. Confusion on the switch or not to switch. And shooting off the handoff there. That's what he does best.
Yep.
Yep. This was a tough move.
Dude, he's so good at that.
Is that a travel?
I don't think so. It's just those low
Okay,
ball
look at
pickups.
this. He picks up the ball right there.
I don't think
That's
it
one.
is,
That's
man.
one of those like gather step things. Like,
Yeah.
do you count this step or not? Do you count that left foot right there? That's where he picked up the ball at the bottom. He's got 1 foot on the ground. Do you count that as one of his steps?
I guess. 2.5, right? You get 2.5.
And then it's 2, 3.
Yeah, that's a 2.5 stuff, I guess. He loves that move, man. It's just, yeah.
Pro level moves, man. Yeah, that was just the dagger for him down the stretch there.
Steve, here's my thing. Like, people are really, I guess, lighting into Dybansta because, like, oh, he's had 2 or 3 like bad games in a row. Like, dude, if this is AJ's floor, if this is where like his bad games are these, like, I'm even more confident in him being a top 2 pick in this draft. Like if this is what the low end of AJ looks like, dude, I'm all in. I'm literally all in, bro. I didn't expect it to be all sunshine and rainbows with him all season. The only guy he has been all sunshine and rainbows with is Darryn Peterson and Cam Boozer, and we know Darryn Peterson's been injured the whole year, and we know how we feel about Cam Boozer. So
I feel like Dylan. I feel like this is a hot take, but we're gonna come to our our big boards coming up. I think you might see a change at the top for me. I think you might see Pete. I think this was very revealing of, obviously the injury is a problem, but when he's on the floor, he's the number 1 pick. Like
Dude, it's not even a question, bro. He's so good. He's so good.
Yeah.
There's something with him that I'm hesitant about. I don't know if it's the injuries. I don't know if it's like. I think there's a thing in college basketball where people get really overhyped about like a prospect that's been like, dude, Darryn Peterson was dropping 90 points at 8 years old. Like, I get it. Like, he's really really good. Nobody's questioning that. I just wonder if he's 1, peaking too early, and 2, already so physically mature that the ceiling, his absolute ceiling, is lower than somebody like AJ or Caleb Wilson. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think that when you talk about if this is AJ's floor, like, I wouldn't say that, like, I'm happy with this floor of his. Like, these are bad games where he's 4 of 15, 0 for 3 from 3. Like, games like that and maybe 4 or 5 turnovers. Like, that's not a good bad game, if that makes sense.
Disagree. I think there's a very few select people in the entire country at the Division I level, at the high major level, that are able to even put up a performance like that to begin with
4 of
as a
15?
floor. He made 2 threes this game. He didn't go.
No,
over
I'm not talking about this game in general. I'm just talking about like other games he's had this season. I'm gonna pull it up right now just to fact check myself and not sound like an idiot who's just making up stats for him. But let's look back here. Yeah, you get some great games. Like you get a 15 of 24, 43 points. Against Arizona, 6 of 24, 1 of 8 from 3. Went to the line 16 times though. That's how he ended up with 24 points. But 25% from the field, 12% from 3 in a game. Like that's not a good bad game.
What is a good bad game?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if there is such thing. I think that's what I'm trying to say is like I'm not. there's no like silver lining for me in him having a bad game and being like, yeah, like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I guess we disagree. I think Cooper Flagg had some really bad games last year, especially early in the season. It took him until, I'd say, the dunk that he had. I forgot what game that was. That Notre Dame or something.
Pitt.
Like when, yeah, Pitt. Yeah, when he had that, like from then on, I think he was really consistent. Before that, he was really inconsistent. And we see Cooper Flagg now. I think Cooper Flagg's got a chance to be one of the 15, 20, 25 best basketball players of all time. So.
Yeah, and I'll go back on what I said about. No, actually, I was reading the wrong comment. Like, yeah, the turnovers are always an issue for me. He's averaging more than 3 turnovers a game in conference. 4, 7, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Like, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I'm
I
with
think,
you.
especially like thinking about translating it to the next level, like in the NBA. Like, you're not going to get 25 shots coming out. You're not going to be the number one option as a,
if you're drafting him number 1, yeah, you are. You get more.
Depends on the team. Yeah. Depends on the team he goes to. Pelicans get the first overall pick. Is he the number 1 overall option with Zion on the team? Interesting take. I don't know, but
if you draft any of these 4 guys, I would assume that just by default they're the number 1 option.
I disagree. We'll talk off air. So appreciate y'all listening in. Try to get this out. Put in the comments down below if you want us to react to a different game that happened over the weekend. We watched a good bit of college basketball over the weekend, so we got some hot takes on a lot of different games. But appreciate y'all listening and stay warm in this snow down here in the south.
Yes.